Welcome, accelerators. Hope you're having a great day, killing it, making some really good sales. I was diving deep into my sales process, so I missed some of the time I was hoping to be talking to you guys. This is going to be a bit of a quick one, but I'll dive right into it. How can I grow my online business organically without paid ads? So this is Rohit. He's got an international snacks and drinks business, and he's collaborated with a few content creators, not huge influencers, so not Mr. Beast, not Mark Roper, but definitely dipping his toe into influencer marketing. And he's waiting for results on that. So sometimes our marketing kind of lags, right? You'll pay for something, it takes a while for it to get created, posted, and get sent out there. Rohit's on TikTok and Instagram, but doesn't do so well on views, and really trying to get that one viral video. So I've got friends who've been working for years to recreate their most viral video. I've got a video that's got 42,000 views, long form, and I can't recreate it. I've got short form, did last week, that's got 50,000 views. So I hear your pain on how to create viral content. It's not super easy. But when you don't have a budget for ads, how can you create content that's a little bit viral or at least drive sales? So this is a $1 million question, but I love snacks. I love drinks. I love international snacks. I've traveled to many different places in the world. So I would love to see you kind of posting about those snacks a little bit, at least, when you're doing your Friday recap, if you've got a good TikTok or a good reel, kind of share it with us, right? So we can give maybe some tips or say what we like about it. But definitely, I think on the snack and drink business, definitely using content reels is going to be your number one thing. So short form video, in action, on the go, in interesting places, because people aren't going to click because of the snack that's in somebody's hand, but they might be the location, right? So I'd really kind of encourage you to go down that short form video route, do more of it, experiment, see what other companies are doing. My brother is the president of a firm called the Straight and Narrow. They hire 3 to 5 small influencers, pay them $1,000 a month, so they get some recurring net revenue, and are guaranteed several reels which they can use in their marketing, right? So to actually create reels yourself, I know it costs me hundreds of dollars to create a really good high impact reel, but a content creator who's, it might be a couple, beautiful young couple. One of them's good at videographer and one's really good on camera. Getting them to create content for you could be a real game changer, right? Because if you're spending all this time creating content, it might be tough, right? But if you get that ability to create content quickly, setting up the camera so you can do all the snacks, really learning CapCut or whatever the platform is to create the short videos, I really think it's worthwhile. And don't underestimate how much content you should be able to put out there. I use a product called Publer to publish on all different channels. And I was just looking at a fellow on LinkedIn. He's got about 70,000 followers. Yeah, 70,000 followers. And he posts twice a day on LinkedIn. And then he puts a video on LinkedIn once a week on his podcast. And then he also has shorts that come in. So I'd really encourage you to continue to create as much as you can, not at expense of your other things, but really trying to figure out what works. Follow some other food and beverage brands that you think are really killing it. Some of the simple stuff is good. Like you've probably seen the Cranberry guy on his skateboard, rocking out to a pretty cool tune, drinking cranberry juice. So definitely look and see what's gone viral, but just produce regularly good content. Get better every time, right? Mr. Beast says your first 1,000 videos are going to be crap, or your first 100 videos are going to be crap. Hopefully you'll get a little bit better on each reel, each video you do. Continue to create them. Not easy to go viral, but at least among your fans, you can share that among your friends and family. Really ask people to share them. That can really help. And use those local groups. If you've got a bricks and mortar storefront and you're really interested in local, use Facebook groups right now. I think they're quite powerful in doing local marketing. Next question is from Kristen Pips. How do I grow my online business? So Kristen's got a golf apparel company. Uh, she's wanted to go on Amazon, but that's processing. Launching on Etsy today. That's awesome. Um, and she's getting rolling on the product, which she has sitting to sell. Besides social media, what can I do to grow my online retail business? So um, definitely, I'd go video, 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 but also YouTube, right? YouTube is the second biggest search engine out there. So Amazon, a lot of people searching for product there, but also people searching on YouTube. So I would definitely recommend figuring out good titles to post, short videos, and possibly some long form videos. Really try and find people who are killing it in the direct to consumer space through YouTube and other platforms, right? And produce that short form video. You don't need to invest a lot in gear. Your iPhone is just fine. Sorry, that's my son there. Your iPhone is just fine for producing content. You can also get a light. I don't know if I can pick this up. A soft light here. I got $100 on Amazon, maybe $50 on Amazon. And if you really want to go even budget, boop, boop, boop. I don't know. You see that there? That's dollar store, right? I think it was like $4. Dollar store for a light. So don't invest a lot in gear. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Start producing content. Start working on close shots and outward shots, and look for interns as well. I'm not huge on exploiting people, not paying them, but once in a while you have interns with their short projects. You don't want to have an intern for 4 months who's not getting paid, but you can look for interns, especially at schools around your area, and do like defined. Hey, I've got a 1 month or a 2 month internship. I'd like somebody to fill to create this content for you. So really recommend that. I'm not knowledgeable about Etsy, and definitely on Amazon. I think it's a good place to sell. Obviously, people do well there, but I'd be a little concerned on just the margins that they take. Right, investing maybe in Facebook, YouTube. You can start placing products right um, within the videos, whether or not you're using an influencer or yourself. You can actually sell directly um, through your videos with links, not only just down in the description. You can now start to have links right in there. So play around, find people who are killing it in the golf space as well, right? R&D, rip off and duplicate, right? So find out who's doing well. Yeah, love to see Friday post. Here's one of our products. I'm not a big golfer. I got two young kids, but I'd like to get back out there and golf sometime in the next few years. So would love to be able to purchase off you when I get back out on the links. So next question is from Nick Van Treese. How do I level up my marketing to stand out in my local area? He's got a vehicle wrap business. There are a ton of companies like mine within 20-mile radius. I feel like I'm pretty good at marketing and showing my business well. I do paid ads, $500 a month. Man, it's a good investment. I like to see that. Hope it's working out for you, and have a good following on social media. How do I hit the next steps where I can be first over the competition? So local marketing is huge. So the two tips I'll give you right away on local marketing is, let's go to Maps. Google Maps, almost everybody is on there for local work, right? Google Maps, but don't ever forget about Apple Maps. So if you just search for maps, a lot of businesses aren't listed in Apple Maps. So get listed on both of those. That's huge. Make sure you're optimized, see who you're competing against, get lots of recommendations on the local front, right? Vehicle wrap business, man, that one is so visual, along with a lot other couple of businesses mentioned here. Yeah, I mean, you should be wrapping those and like doing a wrap release every week, doing a before and after time lapse, and really reaching out to business groups in your area, and throwing down some specials. I don't know if you've read Alex Hormozy's book, $100 million offers. Not a huge fan of Alex Hormozy, but he does have some stuff on how to vary your ads, and how to do kind of direct marketing and specials, right? So we're into February. I, I I'd run like a spring special on wrapping your vehicle, and like really kind of push some seasonal specials. You can raise your prices and discount. You can also package things up, right? So most people are going to be like, yeah, I'll offer you a wrap. You could offer a company a wrap, but also a YouTube video, right? You could do a time lapse video just using your GoPro or your phone as well, right? So you can collaborate with your customers and offer a package, a bunch of add-ons that actually help you in your marketing, but also would cost them thousands of dollars to buy separately, right? Best give them a checklist of best places to park your cars in, and get high visibility. What are the best, maybe do a top 10 list of cars that are best to wrap and get the best promotions. I definitely think wrapping cars is great in the D2C space, but it might be on the B2B space as well, right? So really start experimenting. 500 is great. So one of the things that might be useful to you, one of the reasons I was late for this is let's see if I can share my screen here. I was trying to measure a little bit. Yep, I can share my screen here. Yes. Share. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to share. I'm going to share. All right. Here's a free tool. I learned about this tool from a great guy, Mason Colby. He's on LinkedIn. You can connect with me on LinkedIn, Kael Campbell, Kael, last name Campbell. I'm all over YouTube, but also on LinkedIn. So connect with me on there. So I got turned on to this. So Warmly is a free product for 125 leads per week. It'll track who's visiting your website and what companies those are. So this is really powerful tool. If you're getting tens of thousands of visitors, this might not be the product, but I encourage you to find out a product that really tracks your website and what's happening. So Google Analytics is useful, but this is great as it identifies visitors who probably haven't purchased. So I definitely looking through visitors to our website in this last day. There's a smaller company, 0 to 1 million in annual revenue. I was able to reach out to them. They didn't fill out a form. They were just on our website for 2 minutes. But they looked at our reference checks for skilled tradespeople, an old blog that I've built. So it says to me, hey, they're doing some hiring. And then I can track these people down on LinkedIn as well, right? Which is super, it's not easy to do, but it's super useful, right? To see who is interested in our services, because even if they don't buy, there might be people like them who buy. So this company here is a real target customer. They've got 5,000 to 10,000 employees and 1 billion to 10 billion in revenue. We've had some success with companies that large, but usually our target is more. This is a past client of ours visiting our website, so we got to check back in with them and say, hey, do you need any services? They're at 10 to 50 million in annual revenue, 50 to 250 employees. But the nice thing is, you can go to these companies once you got Warmly installed on your website and go to. Yeah, so I can go and look at this company, see which page they went to. In this case, they're going to our employer page or our client page, and you can go right into their org chart. So find out who the CEO is, reach out to the CEO and be like, hey, David, somebody from your team has been on our website. I don't know if it was you or somebody in operations, but would love to be a resource for you if you've got any questions on headhunting or recruiting. No sales pitch, but would love to connect. Here's my calendar. Hope you're having a great week. So right with that, you're showing that you're using business intelligence and you're engaging, right? So where a lot of people are spamming companies and say, "Hey, do you want my services?" You can be like, "Oh, somebody from your team visited our website today, and I would love to connect with you." Very proactive. So a great way of kind of expanding your sales, especially if you built that website and you're like, "What is it doing?" You might only have 10 visitors a week or a day to your website, 100 in a week, but out of that 100, there might be 3 to 5 who are thinking about buying, but really aren't kicking the tires hard enough, aren't filling up your form. So Warmly is a tool that you can buy for free. Great for low volume. Their target market are the bigger SaaS companies, but really great way if you're a small business to get put it on your pricing page. If you get a lot of visitors, it might not be quite as good, but if you're just looking for that 20, 50 leads a week to convert, this is a pretty good tool. Warmly.com, getwarmly.com. All right. I'm going to stop that share. Yeah. So hope this has been helpful. Really love the online stuff, but also get out there. I met the CEO of a company that I just going up the elevator to my office, a guy was holding a bag of muffins. And I'm like, those look like really fresh muffins. I took the headphones out of my ears and started up a conversation with him. He's not a target customer, but I connected with him on LinkedIn. Find ways to also exchange information quickly with people. I don't know if you guys all have iPhones, but if you have Android phones as well, if you run into somebody with the same type of phone, you can just exchange contact information just by placing your phone over their phone, and it'll share your contact information. So don't forget about that in-person stuff. I ran into the VP for a local construction company. They're in the same office. They were having board meetings. Talk to them about hockey. I'm going to grab a coffee with them. Make sure you're also getting offline and meeting with people. Sometimes it's expensive to buy them lunch. I couldn't believe the other day at a lunch it cost like $80, just two of us, no booze, but coffee is super cheap. Bringing a coffee to somebody's office is even cheaper as well, right? So to say, hey, what do you want? Just bring one coffee. Don't need to worry about donuts. Some people are washing their middle, so you don't need to bring gifts, but just saying you're interested and you'd love to come see them is enough to keep you on the radar as well, right? Even if they're too busy. I got put off for another week with a past client. I'm fine with that, right? As long as you're nurturing these leads, keeping in touch with them, eventually you're going to make that sale. So keep on killing it, sell, 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 but also produce that content to bring people in. Get it up on YouTube, get it SEO optimized, and search engine optimized is just, if you were looking to find something, put it in, right? So put in your city, put in your neighborhood, put in the important details, and make it a little bit exciting. I'm releasing a video later this week, and I found that one of the exciting videos that people are looking for are have numbers in them and are a little bit challenging. So this one is a 2-day solo offshore fishing trip off of Canada's west coast. So really try and make things memorable in your titles as well for shorts and videos. That's enough for today. Have a good one.